Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name's Nick and it's time to look at a homebrew on the ZxSpectrum 48K. This one's called Znake, or is it pronounced Znake? It's supposed to sell snake but in a cool sort of way. But anyway, that's what it is. Published by Retrobits in 2023. We reviewed a game from him which was brilliant called Project Revelation based around Thrust. It was released in 2021. But it's Marco Veresio. Let's see what he's done with the traditional snake game. Originally come out, I think, this sort of game on Nokia phones where you control a snake gradually getting larger, collecting items around a maze. Right, okay, so it's redefined the keys. Got different speeds. We'll keep the sound on. Why would we have it without sound? So you probably know roughly what to expect here, but it's all in the controls. Right, okay. So, it's a bit more responsive than other Snake games I've played before, which is maybe written in BASIC. It's, it's right on the case. Right, so I've got to get this pink apple. Boom, and every time you get one of those, the snake gets slightly longer and you don't want to bash into the sides. It seems like there's a lot of space to play with, no obstacles. It looks fairly easy so far. So maybe it's just the snake's tail that we need to contend with all the time. So with QAOP, redefinable keys, this game looks fairly straightforward. Score is in the bottom left. Last as long as you can. So this is speed 5, the middle range. I'll be interested to see how quickly it goes on the maximum speed. Now, it's a fairly well-coded game. It does what it says on the tin. It's not the most exciting of games, but it does give you Snake, and it seems to be one of the better ones that are available. If you want to play this game, it is available from a site called Spectrum Computing, there, which I downloaded it from in emulation. It's Snake with a Z, Znake. How cool is that? You can make lots of other words cool by spelling it with a Z. Laser, I suppose, with a Z in the middle, I suppose as an S, but it is spelt with an S in the middle, so get with the program, big nose. Now, apples near the side are more problematic. If you bash into the side, you're dead. If you bash into your own snake body, you're dead. If you have bashed into your own snake body at some point, I went back on myself, then comment in the comment section below. You bit yourself. High score 872. Right, okay, I think we should whack the speed up now, baby, shouldn't we? 8, 9, 10 is the fastest. So let's go to 10. This is the most difficult you can do. Right, here we go. Hang on to your haircuts. It's moving quite quick. Oops. It's scrolling okay. I've got to keep my wits about me now. So it looks like it's mainly purple apples, and then it goes to green apples at some point. This isn't about expert gameplay, remember. It's about your first or second go, seeing how you would have got on with the thing back in the day. I wouldn't have got on with the thing back in the day because it weren't released, but now I think it's pretty cool. It's a good warm-up game if you want a bit of stress busting to start off with this one before you go into other games. Then this is a good one to test your skills on. Marco's Retrobits. Do check out the review if you haven't already of Project Revelation. That's a real cool game, that one, in green. This one is a lot more basic. I don't think I reviewed any other games from Marco, but maybe I'll get that in the book to have a look at some stage. But Project Revelation is, well, so far, is his best one from what I can see. Right, biffing around. Homebrew Wednesday. If you're liking the ZxSpectrum stuff, we do review a homebrew every Wednesday, and the more traditional games on a Saturday, a couple of those. But if you want to see them all in a playlist, you know where they are, don't you? But for those people that don't, click on my username. That takes you to the channel page. There's a tab there, unless YouTube have changed it, called Playlist. Click on that. And then you'll see ZxSpectrum there, along with a load of other systems. We mainly review ZxSpectrum stuff, but there are other systems as well we look at. Commodore Amiga, Sega Mega Drive, Commodore 64, Atari 2600. There's some PlayStation ones there. A long time ago there was Game Boy Advance, and I think that's about it. Some iOS systems, but not a great deal. So there's quite a few about the shop. Biff, biff, biff. Here we go. If you're into your pinball, there's a pinball playlist. I haven't reviewed a pinball game for quite some time, but there is a pinball playlist. Right now, the snake thing is getting quite long here. Maybe the quicker it is, the better I get. I've certainly got a good score here. We're not hanging around. Right, so not too much of the screen left to work with. It's a smiling face at the end of this fella. Up, down, biffity boff. Not doing too badly here at all. Good old ZxSpectrum. We reviewed a few Snake games here and there, but as I say before, quite often let down at their responsiveness of the controls. This one has no such problem. So if you've been frustrated with Snake games before on the ZX Spectrum, this is probably the one to go for. I think there's quite a lot of other ones I haven't looked at yet, but Snake is Snake. The one on the Amiga I played the most was called Snake Pit. Run a lot slower than this one, and there's more things to collect. But you know, nostalgia. Got lots of nostalgia for that sort of thing. Could easily see this one being on the phone. Look at that! I scored 2-2, 2-2. Try and do that. All the twos, 2-2, 2-2. Well, there we go. That's pretty much it. But we have the reviews to be about 10 minutes in length. But you've pretty much seen all there is. I won't put it on speed 1. I think that'd be too slow, and the game would be going on forever. But let's have another go on 5. Build 2304, whatever that was. Well, here we go. So now it seems a little bit poodling along now, a little bit easier. I reviewed one on the Commodore 64 quite recently, a Snake game, so check that one out too. That was quite nice. That it was better than this one. Had better sound, and there's a lot of colour graphics too there. I think you had to collect numbers on the screen on that one, and the number you got corresponded to how long the snake body grew. As soon as you got to a certain number, it was on to the next stage. So it was stage based. This is just single stage that goes on forever until you run out of room. So there's going to be a point where you can't get any further. Basically, there's no screen to move. This silly snake grew bigger than his cage. Anyway, the graphics coming up, these Apple, I don't know if that's based on the Apple logo. Could well have been. Right, that was like a tricky one. So I just go around here. Don't go onto your own body, of course, then you die. Don't bite your own body. That's nincompoopery. Well, a way to die if you're a mutant snake from some strange galaxy, which you might be if you're watching this. You've intercepted some sort of transmission from the whole of planet Earth, and for some reason this is the only thing that survived through the Van Allen belt, and then you've got to base the whole of the human race based on this game and this commentary that you're listening to. Well done, we're a good lot of people. Well, not really. I mean, we create wars, create pollution, we've got a dishonest politics consistently, we're cruel to all the other animals in the whole of the planet. Yeah, we're self-ridden on destruction, but apart from that, we're great. We need your help, really. Only the people in power like that. Everyone else is quite good eggs, but we've got this corrupt system that you can't rise to the top unless you are also corrupt. Anyway, we're playing ZX Spectrum games. We're here to defeat stress. Thank you to people that subscribed. Thank you very much. That's the whole mission, to beat stress. Sometimes it's a little bit tough for me with the way situation is at the moment, so thank you for your support. Hopefully it's not always going to be like this, but it's been like this for a long time. But let's this is a departure from reality, playing ZX Spectrum stuff, 8-bit Wonderland. We're here to have a bit of fun. Yes, as I say, thank you to the subscribers. If you haven't already and you've watched this far into the video, please consider subscribing. And what will be a massive help, but not compulsory by any means, so don't feel pressured. It's not that kind of a channel. If you want to become a member, click on the members button and see what all that's about. Starts off quite cheaply there, and it might take me to the promised land. So thank you very much, as we go around as a big snake doing various bits and pieces. We're never going to run out of ZX Spectrum games to review. There's still thousands in the classic ZX Spectrum run from the 80s and, well, some of the 90s as well. And they keep making homebrews. They're writing homebrews quicker than I can review them. So, you know, every week there's more games available than I've covered. So, well, it's growing. I'm losing speed, but I can't review 10 games a day. But there you go. But I reviewed quite a lot. Time recording, I think we're coming up to 1,100. That's a lot, isn't it? If I got that in darts, I'd be quite pleased with that score. Especially if I was a snake, they wouldn't have expected that. Now I think this is the best I've got so far, isn't it? We're up into the 2000s. Now it's getting a little bit tricky. I'm just have to wiggling around to create my score. A bit hypnotic to watch, I would have thought. Right, now let's just clear that. I think that's cool. That was a close one. Right, now you can see how tricky it's getting now. The apples are generating within my actual trowel here. I just have to create that. Right, okay, let's release that. I think that looks quite safe. That's a good one. That's good play, Nick. Oops, biff. Right, okay, collect this one down here. Biff. Well done, you, if you watched this far. As I say, it's very hypnotic to play. The time's going a lot quicker. I didn't think, well, with a game like this, so basic as this, I struggle to get a 10-minute review out of the thing, but we've seen everything. It moves okay. Its main winner is responsive controls. Presentation isn't that exciting. It's not as good as the Commodore 64 Snake, but on the Spectrum, you know, It does what it says on the tin. Different speeds to more. Don't like a great deal's happening beyond these particular apples. I would like a few extra stages maybe, but you know, they went for something, well, more tune, more like to the actual original Snake game. They spelled it with a Z. Yeah, that's pretty cool, I suppose. Oh, look at live died again. 2,790, so that's a lot better score than 2222. Yeah, if you want to download it, you can get it from Spectrum Computing. Yeah, good for a few minutes mess about, bit of stress busting there. Or you can get it there, look at that, retrobits.itch.io, it says at the bottom there, so check that one out. So, hope you'd like to have a look at that game. That was Snake or Znake, published by Marco's Retrobits in 2023. Got any comments about this game, similar games, anything retro or snakes? Let's chuck that in and put that in the comment section below. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.
There you go. But I reviewed quite a lot. Time recording, I think we're coming out to 1,100. That's a lot, isn't it? If I got that in darts, I'd be quite pleased with that score. Especially if I was a snake.